we are all sacrificing privacy one form or another, right? Police officers, civilians, doesn't matter. If you have a cell phone or Facebook or Instagram or any other, social media, you're you're basically sacrificing your privacy. Now, it does appear that it's being way more intrusive than it is, to the point where they're saying, oh, your cell phones can listen to you. For example, I think it just came out in the news, Siri.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Right? You heard about that?
they were recording. I guess Siri was listening and they were recording audio.
Right, and
they're
saving it, and then
in
they
a
hire
database or
engineers
something.
and people to listen to it and take that data and store it. Right, they
Mhm.
were basically mining conversations, because I guess data is the new oil, right? So what I'm saying is, so we're moving into an age where there is almost zero privacy, and I don't think you can have one without the other. Looking into the future, I just don't think so. So, do you think? I mean, people are all going to sacrifice their privacy for convenience?
Mm, I mean, I think that's an interesting question. I think that we live in a digital age where everyone is sacrificing their privacy for, I would say, convenience and for presence, like on social media, and just trying to stay connected. I think that, like social media, like could be part of the answer to that. Is like, right, so we use it for convenience, but we give up our privacy, like by posting pictures of our family, of ourselves, of our kids, like, and I think that I don't see that going anywhere. And in fact, I think social media is a good thing to a point. And I don't think that anyone is going to do anything drastic in the next at least like 15, maybe 10, 15 years that's going to change like people like using social media to get their point across or to like do things. And because of that, yeah, like we're giving up our privacy. And I to answer your question, I don't think that people are going to give up their privacy just for like convenience or to be connected to people or things like that.
Where you don't think that they will give up their privacy?
I'm sorry, I don't think that they will stop giving up their
Okay. I was like, wait a minute. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah. You don't think that they'll stop
No,
giving?
I think,
In fact, that they'll give the whole boat away.
I mean, I think so. Like, maybe not completely. I try to be like, I use my social media. Like, I post a lot of stories, and I want to like grow my social media. I want to, have more people that are like connected to me, just so that I can be more like aware of things going on. But at the same time, like, yeah, like you're at, because of the fact of like wanting to be connected to people, you're ultimately just putting more of yourself out there. And I think whether that be in the case of social media or in the case of like, buying a Siri because you want to be able to ask Siri what the weather is going to be that day and just have it say it right back to you, like convenience. But we just don't understand like the scope of like how much social media and these tech and digital like products are affecting us, like affecting our privacy and affecting other areas of our life too. We really haven't thought it out.
Yeah, I think a lot of these tech companies, they have to be put in check. Like, they have access to all our data,
Yeah.
and we should have pretty much some sort of say into what they use it for. Like they should give the consumer the choice to opt in or opt out. Our data.
Yeah.
And if they're
I
planning
don't
to
think
monetize,
that would make a difference.
I mean, like even if
Because they
try
said
to
that
monetize,
they said originally that they don't mine your data, right?
Oh,
but
yeah.
now we know it's not true because of
Right.
these instances,
Right,
right?
and,
So,
and in fact that they actually store it, and they say, oh, it doesn't start collecting information until you use the wake word, and then we found out that's possibly also not true because of that one instance where they found out that this person was talking about hardwood floors, and they knew everything, and it was like this long, detailed conversation without ever using the wake word, and then somehow it got collected into the data, and then it got that store of data got emailed to someone that knew that person talking about it, and that's the only way she found out, which was kind of weird. So, I mean, if they're lying about this, I mean,
Yeah, I
what
don't.
else
I
are
don't
they?
see
Yeah,
it
they have to
getting
be
any
put in
better.
check then.
But
I think-
how? Because wouldn't a government at the same time, it's a
Policies.
double-edged sword. You know, a politician, whoever is in charge of this, could put in some type of checks on this, but now you have competitive
Oh yeah.
people overseas that are now tapping into this information, and they're gonna find they can find it very useful, weaponize it, or monetize it, right? So there's those factors. So they're gonna have one up on information on their own U.S. citizens or other people around the world, and we're not gonna have any of that data.